Welcome back to a one-off video now. So I did the long run on Sunday this week, and because I got so much footage from it in a great location, I decided to launch it as a separate video, so a bonus video in the week for you guys. So it was in fact a route that I did from Barton-on-Sea going down to Christchurch and back, and it took in quite a lot of the trail along the seafront there, through Chewton Bunny, and yeah, along the beach, along the cliff tops, which was made for some stunning scenery there. So you'll be seeing the clips in the video, and I'll be commentating on where some of the areas were, with hopefully a few interesting facts on each of the areas. I'm now joining you on Sunday morning, which is my final long run of a marathon block. So in terms of distance, what I'll be doing is 13 miles this morning. So the last few weeks, if you've been following the series, I've been dropping it down from about 22 miles to 20 miles, 18 miles, and then finally to 13 miles there. Just got chased a little bit by a dog there and probably didn't like the filming. So yeah, 13 miles today. Be sure to take some clips and follow me along on the journey. Just a poking of the sea over there. We are down in Bournemouth this morning, or just outside Bournemouth. So in terms of pacing for this run, what I'm going to be doing is slightly over my marathon pace. So what I want to do at Manchester is 6:40s. If I get too close to that, it's just going to burn me out. So trying to hit around about sort of 7:30 pace would be nice for today, but I don't know the route, so it may well be on different ground, a bit of hills. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. It doesn't get much better of a setting than this for a long run. So just on the corner is Hengitsbury Head, which I'll be running near to that, probably just before that, because there's a bit of water in my way. Can't get across to there, but I'll be running past Highcliffe Castle on the way into Christchurch, a little loop round the park and running back again. Oh, this is a tempting decision. And that must be Highcliffe Castle, I'm guessing. Just look rather fancy.
I passed through a rather nice trail at the Steamer Point Nature Reserve before then dropping down onto a beach at Friars Cliff Beach. I then passed through the next two beaches at Friars Cliff Beach and moving on to Avon Beach within Christchurch Bay. Next up was Muddyford Quay, as you can see from this clip. Just heading up towards Muddyford Quay, and you can see in the background on that point is Hengitsbury Head. So it must be probably one of the world's shortest little ferry trips across there. Can only take a couple of minutes. I finished running from Muddyford Quay through the boatyard and out towards Muddyford.
Just looking at the local cricket club here, down near Highcliffe, I think. So just one for John Broom of the Running Brooms here. Don't think it takes much of a hit to clear the boundary, and right next to that busy road. Might be a few cars damaged when the game of cricket starts here.
I then headed into Stampit, This is what you can see on the clip here. After that, I then did a loop around Two Rivers Meat Park. Loop here to turn round and start my return back to Barton-on-Sea. As you can see, the boatyard there in Muddyford Quay and the stretch of water between Muddyford and Hengitsbury Head. I took a quick pause for a view of Christchurch Bay before returning to the beachside path along Friars Cliff Beach, going back towards Barton-on-Sea there. I had a great view running between the cliffs and the sea, but I then did have to make the way back up to High Cliff. As you can see on this trail path here, this was after I'd joined the steps that took me back up towards High Cliff Castle.
There we go, a bit more of a close-up of High Cliff Castle on the way back. So yeah, quite an impressive building, to say the least. I don't have any historical facts on that, but if I do, I'll add them in the comments.
High Cliff Castle was first built in the 1830s and was lived in for 6 years between 1916 and 22 by Harry Selfridge of the department store fame.
So the last mile of the run really is back through Chewton Bunny Nature Reserve, which the term bunny is used in the New Forest area to mean a narrow valley or wooded ravine. So in Bournemouth and on the Isle of Wight, the term chine is also used. So a little bit of something I didn't know there without looking at this sign. So that's the long run done now, just over 13 miles there in about 1:39, so really pleased with that one, and I've ended up on the beach just above the cliffs, lovely Barton-on-Sea. So I was thinking all throughout that run, I can't remember doing a long run that's got more scenic conditions than the one today, so it's lovely to run along the cliffs and the beach, through some nice woodland areas, through the Bunny, and then yes, it'd still be fairly flat. Did have to walk up the steps of the cliff in about mile 10 or 11, which did set me back a little bit, and it was uphill through the Bunny on the way back. So in terms of fueling and everything, I was starting to feel it after about an hour and a half, because I'd had a pint of water before I come out, but was probably needing a bit of a sip of water throughout there, as I do sweat quite a lot and lose that water throughout the run. So all in all, a great long run. Brilliant Sunday morning, and work done for the week, heading into taper week next week.